Welcome to live chat. Remember the gadget? Yeah, whatever. You know what? So, let me light this first. So, I just seen a Joker, right? Plug these headphones in. Y'all niggas can hear me. So I just seen a Joker, and it's interesting. Like, it was a good movie. So, I was telling my girl about the shooting they had in 2012. Like a dude, because I wrote it in the song. So the dude walks in the theater, and he has a fully, and he just sprays it up, right? And I'm like, that's interesting. They have the movie out. I didn't hear anything out of the ordinary. I know I'm not the only one that remembers that shit. I mean, it's kind of a big deal. So basically, I was on YouTube right now, like we all are, and the FBI and the military issued a warning before the movie came out. So it's interesting because my first reaction was like, they're tripping. Like, you're gonna issue out a warning for a movie? They're trying to generate, mass distribute fear so they can control us and blah, blah, blah. You know what I started thinking? What if we had this all wrong? Like, what if it's not a conspiracy? What if they weren't? What if they were trying to protect us from ourselves? And I'm not saying anything right or wrong as far as what they're doing, who's doing what, how they're doing it. What I'm saying is, think about it. It's a mental exercise. Like, they know enough. They know that people in society, therefore society is impressionable, and not everybody is strong. Like, I'm like thinking it's just a movie, but to some people it's more than a movie. It's an idea generating thing for violence that they would like to carry out. It's more than a movie for them. It's real life. It's how they're really feeling inside. They want to manifest it like how they see it on the screen. Then, oh, it can be done. And somebody's crazy enough to do it. Like, what if that's the case? Like, what if the conspiracy was really us as a people? Because we're just animals. Like, I find that people are nuts to the point you have to do certain things to protect yourself. Like, I don't know. Look, let me show you where I'm living at right now. This penthouse down there. I'm on the top floor. The roof is right there. I see everybody. And particularly at night, these cars, they look like they're all lost. And I'm not talking about people drunk driving around fucking under the influence. Some of them probably are. But on a daily basis, like looking down at the ground, looking at these machines move, and they go that way, they go this way, they go that way. They almost hit that thing. They almost hit that. This person's lost. One person's looking at, they're like, society is a big ball of confusion. And this is with street lights, with roads, like, there's nothing to be confused about. There's some good drivers out here. And most of the people are just, they look like they're having a hard time. And looking down on it and actually seeing it as a collective, it's like, does anybody know what they're doing? Like, people are just moving. And it's not like they're trying to hurt people or trying to be lost. Nobody wakes up and says, I'm going to be lost today. They're so lost. Like, you can be so lost. You don't know. You think you're somewhere and you're not where you actually would intend to be. You think you're in the right spot, but we don't have the proper conditioning of how to take in a situation that's for us. We take things that abuse us and use us opposed to things that'll get us far, because a lot of times we think this stuff that, like shortcuts, we think that that's good. When in the future, we're probably learning something, doing it the right way, that we wouldn't learn taking a shortcut. So when a situation happens that can possibly make or break us, we don't know how to handle it. Then if we were to do it the correct way, then we've acquired the knowledge to actually overcome this obstacle, and it's really nothing. We just toss it to the side. unless you can know something so well that the shortcomings become apparent, but you have to really thoroughly understand it. So I know most society aren't thinkers like this. Like they want to do things to feed the ego and make them feel good. A lot of progress doesn't feel good all the time. You see motherfuckers in the gym, that's pain. That actually have like muscle, talking about like Schwarzenegger in his prime, like that's pain. To push past the breaking point of that. You have to deal with your mind too. Nobody wants to think. They want everything to be easy. So it's like, what are we doing here? Like, is it really them? Or do we not know what we're doing in society to the point we're just going to hurt ourselves with everything we do? Because it's happening. Like, there's been, like, they say in other countries, like they use rubber bullets here, or they have other ways of subduing somebody that they think is dangerous. And, well, what is their continuity of violence over there? Like, is there, in what time period? Like, do they have a historical record of showing that they have to do these things? If not, it's going to get worse because we do. It's been bad from the beginning. Even if it was bad and then it got better and bad and better again, like the period of better has not really been perceived. Like maybe in these other countries, if you look up their historical like take of like violence and arrest, maybe it's low. Maybe they can do that because it's not necessary to use an excessive amount of force to get them to listen. Over here, we're hard-headed. In America, they're stubborn. They fucking, most of these times, I mean, cops do abuse people all the time. It's a regular thing. But I see sometimes motherfuckers is like not doing what the cops say. Like like every time I've almost been arrested, I just treat them like they're human, even if I'm an asshole or not. They respect it because you're real. And at the end of the day, people respect that. They let you go. Like they say, sit down or do this, and like fucking sit your ass down. Nothing's probably gonna happen. Like you're making it difficult because you feel like you need to rebel. And I can't. I'm not innocent. I rebel too because I have a rebellious nature. You tell me to do one thing, I may not do it because you told me. Depending on the context. So it's like why? I like to know why. Like why am I listening to like these laws? They're made for a reason. Like take that in consideration. So these laws and how things are made, it's for a reason. And if you notice, like it's really to prevent things bad happening. It's like we're toddlers. Like we're in a fucking building that's fucking like secured and barred up and fire extinguishers everywhere. It's almost like a safety hazard to live. Is that for us or the environment? I mean, we just burned down half a fucking Amazon rainforest for trying to for sharecropping, to split it off for all the farmers. That's what we do. We do that to the environment. The environment doesn't do, well, it might do that to us, but that's how bad we're affecting the environment. We're burning down half a rainforest and you're sharecropping it. You get that part of it, you get that part of it, and we're just fucking up everything. And so it's like I'm in the building, we got fire extinguishers everywhere, and it's like, why is that necessary? Is it because it's necessary because in case of an emergency, break the glass? Or am I gonna be the emergency? And they're trying to put that there to protect you. So it makes me think about society. Like, you gotta issue out a mass warning from the military and the FBI saying, if anybody thinks about shooting up a theater or anything, we're coming for you. Why is that necessary? Because it happened. And people are so susceptible to society and movies and all that bullshit that they're gonna do it. Maybe if it never happened, there would be no fear. So maybe it's not them generating fear. Maybe it's generating control for a reason. Because every single day, I'm looking at motherfuckers that I don't even know half what they're thinking about. I'm trying to have a conversation about something progressive. They want to talk to me about the same shit every day. I don't watch sports, but you can't talk to me about that. I'm a music head. I like music. Fucking and I'm into some things. Progressive. Like society. Like building shit. Like they want to talk about the same shit. Mind you, I don't mind, like I love battle rap, but I'm not gonna sit here and let it dictate how my anger. I've seen people get mad over fucking other people that do not pay their bills, that would not stick up for them in a fight. None of that bullshit. And they'll fight for them over the concept they have of that person. Like Kobe Bryant. He's a good player. He's a good player. So people are going to sit there and argue his career opposed to taking care of theirs. Like, I don't get that. That's stupid. That's an error in our programming and how we're acting and navigating the world. Like, that's stupid. I don't know. So what are we fighting for? Who are we fighting for? What are we fighting with? These are things that need to be considered, because these are the thoughts that go into creating these kinds of situations and that inspire that kind of mass distribution of information and kind of warnings that we're heeding. Like, what's causing this? I think if a society becomes more critical on their thinking, then we're probably not going to be dealing with the same situations as we're dealing with now. There's not enough thinkers. Everybody's just being told what to do, because if nobody tells them what to do, then they're just going to be fucking flailing them out around society, shooting up theaters like the fucking other Joker. You know what I mean? Like, what kind of responsibility do we have on a day-to-day basis that shows that we're capable of handling more and not to be impressionable? They're doing these things for a reason, because they're happening and they're stupid. Like, honestly, if you want to do something, think it through. You can do anything. I don't give a fuck what you do, as long as you think it through. But like, people are fucking emotional. They do things based off emotional triggers and not thinking about shit, not rationalizing things before they do it. It doesn't make sense to me. We're not perfect, but I'm a thinker now. You have to get, and there comes a way where ignorance and being stupid is not applicable anymore as an excuse, because you get to a point that you're able to make the right decisions, and you got to have something in there to tell you this is wrong and this is right, insofar as where you want to be. I don't believe in right or wrong. I believe in progression, and most people are not progressing. It's stupid, like this person didn't know what they're doing. No, they do, because our feelings navigate us. We go by what makes us feel good, and we know by looking at most of our situations and environment around us, what makes us feel good may have us end up here. What makes us feel like annoyed and uncomfortable, but shows a better reward, will have me end up here. But I don't want to do the work, because nobody has time for that shit. I'm gonna take a shortcut, fuck up my life. Doesn't happen all the time, but if you're smart enough, you know what to do. But most people are fucking guinea pigs. I see it all the time. It's weird. I have a hard time understanding, and some people ask me certain questions, and I don't register it, because I'd say I don't want to take myself down to the thought process to understand what you're asking, because I don't get nothing from that. I feel like it'll take me to a place to where I don't want to be anymore. So I'm not going to entertain it. But I don't want to be part of that distribution of a warning from the military and the FBI and shit. Like, that's stupid. They're working. They should be working for you, not the other way around.